his team. There you are, there's a goal.
There's the consolation. John Colquhoun.
La posición correcta, atención, el segundo.
Hey guys, Aaron here and welcome back to another video. Now today I'm delighted to be joined by Hearts legend John Colquhoun.
Delighted to be here, Aaron.
Can you maybe give me a quick resume of your playing career and what you've done since and what you're doing now, since I've got quite a few younger viewers who might not know who you are?
Yeah, because they all think that Gary Lineker's a sports presenter rather than one of the best goal scorers in England, all your viewers. So I played for Hearts after I had played for my local club, Stirling Albion, then I went to Celtic, got transferred into Hearts. Then went down for a couple of years to England, came back to Hearts, so I played for Hearts for 10 years. And then since leaving that and having to get a real job, I became the rector of University of Edinburgh, which was amazing. I became a broadcaster and journalist and columnist. Then I started my own football agency with somebody else, and then I sold that, still look after a couple of players, and now I have a company called Box Soccer Coaching that is developing young footballers all over Scotland and now in America and hopefully in Dubai very soon.
So you're involved in Little Box Stars, which is a preschool football development programme, and could you offer me a little insight into what a typical session would contain and what benefits we give the kids and what makes it different from other programmes such like it?
It's a derivative of box soccer, and box soccer is, we believe that you can do everything in a small box where people's skills and decision making is key, and we can teach everybody everything that you ever need to know about a football game in that. But when I first came in it with box soccer, it was really an 8 to 12 programme, and then we were getting players coming to us at 7-year-olds who really couldn't do things. They couldn't do things that you wouldn't imagine that as a youngster I could do easily, because we had to do it because we got sent out to play. And it doesn't happen so much now, but what we had then, we've got to recreate for them now. So when we saw them coming to us at 7 and 8-year-old and they couldn't do the basics of getting their foot up to certain positions, being able to run backwards quickly, we thought we would bring it down to 5. So when we started at 5, that's great, but now what we're seeing is that they're coming to us at 5 and they don't have the basic levels of agility, balance, coordination that you need to really be enjoying sports, not just football, but across multi-sports, because I'm a big believer that you don't concentrate on one sport from a young age until you get to 12, 11, 12, 13, that's when you can concentrate. But to give yourself the best possibility to enjoy it as a young child, 2, 3, 4, 5, you've got to have basics, you've got to have fundamentals of agility, balance, coordination. That's what we teach. But it's within a structure, and we believe that you can help them to do things in the right way, but primarily to play games and have as much fun as you can possibly cram in an hour.
So what would the next stage be when a kid who's been going to Little Box Stars reaches primary school age?
They would then come to box soccer training, and then probably they would get stolen by a professional club and put in their academy because they've become victims of their own success, and over the last 2 years that's what's happened to us. But we really think that that's what primarily one of the reasons we're here is to develop young players. But when they come to us from Little Box, there's a natural pathway to go to box soccer training, and then they've already got the fundamentals of the box, because it's still within a small box that we do Little Box Stars. So when they go to go into box soccer training, which is a lot quicker and a lot more thought-provoking, then they're better equipped for that, and they should be able to enjoy that just as much as they did Little Box Stars.
So is there a tie-in with Hearts and box soccer, and if so, how does it work?
There is a tie-in. When Craig came in here, he had been at Dundee United when box soccer had been there, and Ian Cathro was implementing it there, and it developed the likes of Ryan Gould, John Suter, Harry Suter, Scott Fraser, Craig White, and a lot of the players that are now beginning to forge careers in professional football. And when Craig came in, I'd already bought it like a couple of years ago. Craig became the director of football here, and he wanted it implemented. So we do box soccer here is the only programme that they do at the Hearts Academy from 12 and under, and then we now do the coach education. because that's our big thing, is coach education. The players are the players. But unless you get the right teachers to the players, unless you get the right messages to the players, the right connection to the players, then it really doesn't matter what you're trying to teach them. They won't connect with you, they won't listen, they won't engage. So the coach education for us is huge. And today I know you've had a look at the little box stars, but we've also got a Hearts box soccer coach education out the back, and we're now running a first aid course, because primarily when they come to us, we want them to be safe, then we want them to have fun, and then we want them to develop as children and as footballers.
So I noticed Christophe Berra has signed up to box soccer recently. Would you say he's been one of the Hearts' best signings in recent times?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think that Hearts are going to get many benefits from Christophe being there, because I know, as you said, he's going to be becoming involved with box soccer. But I think he's got visions of becoming a coach. He's got a great steely determination, and the benefits they're going to get from are evident for everyone to see, not just in the way that he brings solidity and confidence to the team, but also in how much he's helping John Suter to become a much better player, which will ultimately benefit the club in terms of John's performances week in, week out. And I think that's manifesting itself in the run that they've had defensively. So I think Christophe brings huge benefits with his experience, his presence, and his confidence, and his kind of calm competency that he brings to the game. So I think there's huge benefits in Christophe. I agree. I think he's been the best Hearts signing for a few years.
So could you see Berra the gaffer in future?
I could, yes. Absolutely could. I think he's got the presence, and I think he's got the intellect, and I think he's got a desire to become a coach. And if that's the way he wanted to go, I would see him going down that road. And it's difficult to become a successful coach now, because everything's so quick fire, and people make decisions on coaches very quickly. So I couldn't guarantee him success, but I think he would have a better chance of success than most players.
So what current player at Hearts would you say most resembles your playing style?
From when I played, the one that would probably, I don't think there is any, because they don't really play in the same way that I played and the kind of style that we played. Probably Sam Nicholson, when he was here last year, was similar to me in the way that I played. But all the box soccer stuff's all about a lot of skills. I didn't have any of them. All I had was a lot of pace, which and a great heart. I wanted to play football. That's all I wanted to do. It's all I ever wanted to do. It's all I still want to do, but I can't because of this body. But it was determination and ability to shift the ball quickly that got me a good career. But I don't think there's anybody that kind of looks like me at the moment. But the Hearts Academy looks pretty special just now with Harry Cochrane, with Anthony McDonald, who looks a real talent, real exciting talent going forward. I think the game's a lot about 1v1s now. The difference in winning the games, because of the organisation and fitness, it's just 1v1s. So anybody that's got a trick that can get past people and see the pass or see the shot or get in and make something happen, I think they're £143 million worth of your Philip Coutinho, or the 200 of your Neymar. So I think those are the real value in the game, and I think that the Hearts Academy certainly is developing a lot of these players.
So my final question for you will be quite a tricky one.
Yeah.
Levine or Suter, who do you think is the best or potentially the best defender?
Levine.
Why do you say Levine?
Because Levine was the best defender I ever played with. John Suter has got the capacity to be very good and be a top level Premiership player, in my opinion, but I would say that because I represent him, so there's a conflict of interest. But Craig Levine was an absolute thoroughbred. It's difficult to explain to people of your age how good he actually was and how good he could have become. And that's, injuries are always a terrible thing, and they rob people of careers, but they seem worse when it's somebody as gifted and as good as Craig Levine, because he could do everything. I was quick. Craig would give me yards at a start. He was powerful, he was good in the air, could use both feet, read the game like a top player, was good on the ball. He just had everything. The only thing he didn't have was his health and his fitness. So yeah, it wasn't that tricky. But I'll still have to go and phone John and tell him that I've answered it this way, and just to make sure everything's okay, so I don't get sacked as his agent in the next few weeks.
Hopefully he's fine with it. Well, that's the end of the interview. I want to thank John Colquhoun very much for speaking with me today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All the best.